Hello, everyone. This is Organization with Olu. Today, we're going to talk about marketing. Okay, so stick around. I think you're going to like what I've got for you. Okay, guys, this is a revision session on marketing. Okay, I'm following the AQA. Okay, the AQA specification. Okay, so this is now chapter 5 marketing. So we're going to do a quick revision. Please make sure you've read all your notes, guys. Please make sure you've read all your notes, and please go back to my 6 marker, 9 marker, 12 marker, and 4 marker and learn how to answer questions. Okay, so without further ado, let's start this revision session off. Okay, so let's start off straight away. In marketing, you've got to really understand the difference between needs and wants. Very, very important. Also, the difference between a customer and a consumer. A consumer consumes the product, but it doesn't mean the person's a customer. Just imagine you're buying a present for your friend, okay? So you go to a New Look, you buy a present, you give it to your friend, okay? Your friend never doesn't shop in New Look, but she takes what you're offering her and she uses it. She's a consumer, but she's not a customer. So know the difference. And the difference between needs and wants, okay? Needs and wants, very important concept in marketing that you need to know. Okay. Another important thing that we need to know is segmentation. Really important, guys. Really important. What is segmentation? Just try and imagine you got a knife and you're cutting your cake in different parts. That's what you're doing. So always remember that that's literally what that means. So when a market is divided into different groups of needs and wants. Okay. So you basically split the market in different aspects. Whether for needs and wants, you divide the marketplace, okay? And the different ways of segmenting the market could be gender, age, location, income. So you separate it in terms of needs and wants. For example, if you're trying to, if your product is a Jaguar, that is a want, okay? So you're focusing on people who would want a Jaguar, not need, but want. And then you'd be focusing on maybe things like your income, okay? That will be quite a good way of segmenting the market. And you're going to use other things as well to segment the market. But income would be one thing that would prompt you if you're trying to sell an expensive Jaguar. It's a want. You need to focus on people that have high incomes, okay? And for example, this is a great example. Boohoo focuses on age. Okay, they focus on age, therefore they allocate their resources to attracting 16 to 24-year-olds. So their resources, they find out how can we attract 16 to 18-year-olds, and that's how they segment the market. They want to find out where can they find a large majority of 16 to 24-year-olds, and they focus on that. They focus their marketing resources on that. Now they've slightly changed because they've purchased Debenhams. So the age range will be widened to a more matured audience as well. Okay? So Boohoo will have a much larger target audience, not just 16 to 24, but also much older, maybe in the late 40s or 50s as well. Okay? Another thing we need to talk about is marketing research. Okay? Before you can start doing something, you need to research. Okay? And what is marketing research? It's the process of gathering, analyzing, and processing data relevant to making marketing decisions. Some of the key terms, you need to know the difference between quantitative and qualitative research. Really important key words. Quantitative involves the use of numbers. Let me just get my picture out of this way. Okay, let's get my picture out of the way, okay? Use of numbers, where qualitative involves views and opinions, but does not provide statistically reliable information. Okay, you get people's views, and people's views obviously change. So qualitative, don't get that mixed up. Quantitative is numbers, qualitative is like opinions. Okay, like you go around, you get people's opinions, maybe questionnaires, things like that. And that takes us to the next section, which you're going to talk about, which you should know: primary and secondary. Primary research is data gathered for the first time. Primary data, when you gather data for the first time, such as question is. Secondary research is when you use data that already exists. Okay, so that's secondhand research. It already exists, and then you maybe go on the internet and you gather that research. Okay. Another very important topic is the marketing mix. Okay, this refers to how price, promotion, place, and products are manipulated to engage the greatest maximum amount of customers. So how do you how do you change your price or modify your products in order to reach the maximum amount of customers? Okay, that's marketing mix. It's the 4 Ps. You must have heard of the 4 Ps. Really, really important. Okay. For example, in regards to pricing, you can use a variety of pricing strategies, such as cost plus pricing. All of you should know what cost plus pricing is. In other words, you have a cost, it costs you £10, and then you add maybe your what you want to earn on top of the £10. So let's say it costs £10 and you want to make sure you earn 20%. So therefore you sell it for £12 to ensure that you earn 20% profit. Cost plus. Okay, the plus is obviously what you want to earn in addition to the cost of your product, what you want to earn in addition to that. You've covered your cost. What do you want to earn in addition? Another thing we talk about is price skimming. Okay, competitive pricing is there again. Let's talk about competitive pricing before we jump onto skimming. Competitive pricing, you look at your competitors and you price something around the same range. Okay, you talk about price skimming, which I think is it's really interesting. Price skimming. Okay, you want to attract specific target markets. So you start off with a high price and then it goes down. You get the next set of next target market in, then you cut it down a little bit. A great example is maybe when they release an Apple phone. Okay, they know people are going to rush out. They're going to attract a certain type of market, target market who have status. Maybe they have money and they want the status of having a brand new Apple phone, so they attract them first with a high price, and then they get in the next set of people, then the next set of people, and they alter the price to attract specific target market groups. Okay, so you must know that, guys. Another thing we need to also know about is product portfolio. This is a collection of products that firms produces. A famous way of analyzing the product is through the Boston matrix. And then you have an example. Remember, all these examples. For example, star will be high market growth and high market share. Okay, high market growth and high market share. And okay, and then this one, cash cow, you have low market growth but a high market share. A great example I always talk about is maybe Marmite, okay, which has a low market growth because people are not really buying Marmite. It's the people who normally like Marmite are still buying Marmite. So they have a high market share but a low market growth. Okay. Another thing we need to talk about really, really quickly is extension strategies. Okay. Very important. Extension strategies. And this is when I'm going to show you my Kit Kat peanut chunky. Okay. Do you remember? I don't know whether you remember this. Kit Kat just came out in the original form. And what they probably noticed is that the sales were not going up as much and it was peaking out and maybe slight decline. And then they decided to do a extension strategy. You have caramel chunky and my favorite peanut Kit Kat chunky, which I'm going to eat after this. Okay, so that's how they've managed to extend Kit Kat. Okay, and that's a great example of an extension marketing strategy. Okay, guys, so hopefully you've understood this is the key topics in marketing and you should be able to smash any question on marketing. Please remember, go over the 6 marker, 9 marker, 12 marker, and 4 marker. Understand the structure, apply the case study, always talk in context, and you should smash all these questions on marketing. Okay, so I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye.